I've made a lot of choices that have changed my life, but nothing quite like the decision I made last year of December. Hi, if you didn't know already, my name is Justin. I'm a 21-year-old college student, and I decided to make the decision to study abroad in Madrid. As I'm beginning to wrap up my last month here, I can confidently tell you that in my 21 years of living, this is probably the best decision I've ever made in my life, and let me tell you why. And if you're a college student considering, let this be my pitch to you on why you should. I mean, that's definitely a heavy statement, I totally understand, but I am very adamant about, when I say that it genuinely opened my eyes and just reminded me, how small I am and how much the world has to offer, because, if I think about it, I haven't done anything. I stayed in the United States basically my whole life. I've been to Korea a few times, but I haven't really explored the world until now. But as I look back on everything, I remember how nervous I was and how afraid I was to, take that leap of faith. But looking back at everything now, the only thing I can ask myself is, why would I not? When I first got to Madrid, I was so lost. Running around the train station, trying to find a place to eat, trying to go home. The whole thing was just kind of overwhelming, especially because no one here spoke the language that I speak. So a lot of the time, I tried speaking Spanish. A lot of the time, they didn't know what I was saying. So also, the most embarrassing thing is when somebody in a foreign country, you're trying to speak their language and then they just respond to you in English and you're just like, okay, sorry. As much as I loved being in a new country and exploring the world, I missed my girlfriend. I missed being back at home. I missed all the simple things that I was able to do. Truthfully, being 4,200 miles away, a lot of the simple things that I was doing, it just was kind of gone. For instance, I would say I'm a pretty simple person. So I kind of just missed that feeling of knowing how things work. That's why I went abroad though. I wanted to be a little uncomfortable because I've never really put myself in a position like that. And I wanted to get out of my shell a little bit because I guess I just never really have. I think I really started building a routine when I started to get comfortable, and the way I got comfortable was by going to the gym. I'm gonna be so for real, the first thing I did in Madrid was get a gym membership because before I left I was literally a chud. I'm telling you, I didn't work out at all. I was just not, I didn't really feel like I was in a really good place mentally and physically, and the first thing I wanted to do in Madrid was try to get myself right. Honestly, going to the gym and everything, it was just something that was comfortable in a completely new country because everything around me was so new, but the one thing that I could be comfortable with was the gym. Also, the reason why I go to the gym so much is because if you couldn't tell already, I love food.
We're about to have the best Filipino food ever.
I'm telling you, the food here is so good. The one thing I never expected about Madrid is the Asian food here is unbelievable. Genuinely top notch. Especially the Chinese food. I'm gonna be honest, the Korean food's not that great. As a Korean myself, but the Chinese food is unreal. And the gym was definitely comfortable for me, but if one thing that was really comfortable for me was the food here. The Asian food here is, I'm glazing essentially, but bro, it is insane. And one of the reasons why I started working out so much is, if you couldn't tell, I've made it a goal of mine to go around Europe and just eat and try all these restaurants that I'm never gonna try again. If you couldn't tell already, look right here. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much, but who's keeping count anyways? Another thing that I really, really love about Europe is the most obvious: traveling. When I tell you that there's so many things I've seen in my history books and so many things that I never thought I would see in my life, I cannot express that enough. To name some places off the top of my head, I went to the Sahara Desert, I went to the Eiffel Tower, I went to the Colosseum, I went to Vatican City. These are all places that I never thought I would ever see. I mean this with my whole heart. I never thought I was gonna travel that much especially because flying is annoying, but it changed my life. The Eiffel Tower, seeing the Eiffel Tower was something that genuinely left me starstruck. Oh my. The only times I've ever been starstruck in my life is when I saw Simu Liu on a book tour, and when I saw the Eiffel Tower sparkle at 10 p.m. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And the sheer size of it was just something that I can't even express to you. You need to see it in person because obviously the textbooks or the pictures you see online just don't do it enough justice, which is surprising because some of the photos are absolutely beautiful. As much as I'm talking about traveling, it goes by quickly, and all of a sudden I'm just back at home. I'm gonna be honest, I've seen some really cool things here. Like, as I mentioned before, all the places that I've traveled. But the thing I think I'm gonna miss most is like the bakeries. Like, I have a bakery like right next to me, and it's just like I always get a muffin from there, or like the metro ride, or just being able to grocery shop like literally a minute away from me, or walking to my gym. Like all these small things are the things I feel like I'm gonna miss the most about being abroad. Trust me, like I'm excited to go back home. I miss everyone back at home. Like my life there, I miss my life back at home, but I'm honestly not really ready to like flip my life upside down again. Like I've been here for 3-4 months and this feels like the norm. But at the same time, I'm kind of excited because I'm kind of excited to build off what I've done here. Like all these habits that I've built have honestly been so healthy for me, and I've been able to reinvent myself in some sense. I think I'm ready to go home, honestly. Like I miss my family, I miss everything, and I'm gonna take everything that I learned here and apply it and see how my life changes. So if there was one thing I want you guys to take away from this video, my one thing is, why would you not?